ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री वेदव्यास वैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मभक्तरक्षकाणां साधकानां दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं श्री तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं we have to chant in Brahmananda Valli the seventh mantra Abhaya Pratishtha. Onwards, spend 3-4 minutes and chant everything. Om asadva idamagra asit tato vai sadajayata tadatmanaggasvayamakuruta tasmat tat sukrutamujjata ide yadvai tat sukrutam raso vai saha रसगह्येवायं लब्ध्वानन्दी भवति को ह्येवान्यात् कः प्राण्यात् यदेश आकाश आनन्दो न स्यात् एष ह्येवानन्दयाते यदा हेवैष एतस्मिन् दृश्येनात्म्ये निरुक्ते निलयने अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अथ सोऽभयं गतो भवते यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन्नुदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवते तत्त्वेव भयं विदुषो मन्वानस्य तदप्येष श्लोको भवते भीषास्माद्वातः पवते भीषोदेति सूर्यः भीषास्मादग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च मृत्युर्धावति पञ्चम इदे सैषानन्दस्य मीमागंसा भवते युवा स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्टो दृढिष्टो बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात् स एको मानुष आनन्दः ते शतम् अमानुष आनन्दाः स एको मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एको देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एकः पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दाः स एक आजानजानां देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतमाजानजानां देवानामानन्दाः स एकः कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दः ये कर्मणा देवानभियन्ते श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दाः स एको देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एक इन्द्रस्यानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतमिन्द्रस्यानन्दाः स एको बृहस्पतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं बृहस्पतेरानन्दाः स एकः प्रजापतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं प्रजापतेरानन्दाः स एको ब्रह्मण आनन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवंविद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतं प्राणमयमात्मानुपसङ्क्रामति एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति इमान् स्तवदप्येष श्लोको भवति यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह आनन्दं ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कुतश्च नेति एतगं हवामन तपति किमहं साधुना करवं किमहं पापमकरवमिति स य एवं विद्वानेते आत्मानग् स्पृणुते उभे हि वैष एते आत्मानग् स्पृणुते य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषद ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अतः श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयोपनिषद ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत् तद्वक्तारमावीत् आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ प्रथमोऽनुभागः ॐ ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति वरं तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेदनिहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन् सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सः ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति तस्माद्वा एतस्मादात्मन आकाशः सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्नेरावः अद्भ्यः पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषोन्नरसमयः तस्येदमेव शिरः अयं दक्षिणपक्षः अयमुत्तरपक्षः अयमात्मा इदं पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्तिः 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 हार्ट इन हार्ट सैल्यूट परब्रह्म तत्व salutations to Shruti Mata, salutations to the entire Brahma Vidya Acharyas, Gurus, Rishi and Muni, salutations to Veda Vyasa Vaishampayana, Yagnavalkya Adya Shankara, salutations to our own Guru Parampara. To live life at any field, we have to fully be tuned to that type of field. Then only we can fully be engrossed and enjoyed. Like if you want to do the work well and enjoy the farming, we have to get engrossed into that type of life. If we want to enjoy some technology, we have to tune ourselves to the technological way of living, then we enjoy. We want to do well and enjoy in politics. We have to totally tune to the political way of thinking or living. Any other professions, we have to be into that and do. And if we are social service oriented, so we have to have that mindset of always observing society, what's going wrong in it, what help the society needs, how I can do. In that way, every individual in whatever the field he wants to do well, achieve, succeed, enjoy, you'll have to tune to it completely. In the same way, if you and I have to excel in our spiritual sadhana, spiritual field, our entire personality and its orientation should be made spiritual without exception all the time. Only then we will be putting serious, sincere, deeper, required efforts in trying to understand what is said by spirituality, what is said in the scriptures, what is the masters are saying to us, what the Bhashyakara is commenting, and its understanding and its relation to us in our bondage liberation. All these details, Pakka, very clearly will be to our understanding only when we are fully into it. This is the next stage of evolution we have to achieve personally, those who are coming regularly to the class. So we are listening, but let our personality be soaked in the identity, basically, that we are spiritual seekers. And in seeking spirituality, what we seek is the truth or the self. And about the truth or the self, these are the lakshanas are taught in our Upanishad. These are the qualification told by our Upanishads. These are the sadhanas told. These are the precautions told. These are the things they told us to be ready with, if at all in between any obstacle comes, how to conquer. No, we have to be fully thorough in these things only all the time. Just observe that bus driver in that heavy traffic. How he is so conscious of all his equipments of the clutches, the accelerators, the brakes, the steering, and the road outside. Completely he is engrossed into that, managing every one of them and taking the bus ahead. Where to apply brake or इतना वो alert होते हैं ना, and that's how he is able to travel every day for hundreds of kilometers and take so many people through that journey. Same way, we also in our spirituality should know which sadhana to be done at what time, which understanding has to be used at what time. But that much of thing will come only when we engross in it, like the driver in that driving, fully engrossed in it exclusively. Slowly, the exclusiveness should increase in us regarding our sadhana. All other things also we are doing, but not as seriously as we were doing earlier, as if that alone is the life. Now, the spirituality alone is the life. Spiritual heights we have to scale. For that, we have to do so many sadhanas. For that, we have to be fully engrossed in that. More practically to say, all the time the Upanishad mantras should be in our mind. The meaning of that should be contemplated by us. The intricacies of that should be understood by us. And the entire world has to be looked from that spiritual standpoint. If these habits we develop, slowly the knowledge which we gained theoretically starts becoming practical. That's how engross. And the mauka milte hi, go on to the seat of meditation and there go deeper and deeper in understanding every of the mantra, and through that mantra, what that Rishi or Shruti Mata wants to convey to us regarding the discrimination between the Sat and Asat, eternal and perishable. In that way, a sincere seeker going into the ashram got taught by the Guru Maharaj always in that mood. In that mood for long time when he spends, then the upadhi becomes sukshma, then the knowledge given by the Guru becomes spashta, and then his dhyana becomes very, very beautiful and fruitful. In that he'll be able to experience that which the Shastras are telling us. Finally, it is not theory. Finally, it is an experience. Experience is Satyam Jnanam Anantam is Brahma, and that Brahma is Sarvavyavaka, and that Sarvavyavaka Brahma is there in me, and in me that Sarvavyavaka Brahma is there as my own self. This is how our aim should be. May we all be trying for that from our sides. May we all invoke the grace of Guru Parampara, Shruti Mata and Bhagwan for this regard. Having said so, we are into the second Brahmananda Valli of Taittiriya Upanishad. In this most beautiful and very, very important Valli, in the Prathamanuvaka itself, all the crucial things which we have to know are told, and the uh, elaboration of it for the further crystal clear clarity. Initiation also is done in this very first mantra. In this mantra, some three aspects we have seen. One is that the Brahmavid obtains Param. Second is these are the Swarupa Lakshanas of Brahma. Third is what? This Brahman, when discovered in our own heart, Buddhi Guha, as our own self, Saha Ashnute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipaschita iti. These are the three most crucial things to be deeply contemplated again and again till we get engrossed in that to such an extent that this truth which is indicated here will become my own experience. For that, whatever is to be done, I'll do, and I'll be only on this path. वहां उतना होने तक इस चीजों का छोड़ना नहीं, मनन चिंतन करना. Like we taught you the earlier days, if you remember a month or back, ki brahmavidapnoti param, go on contemplating to such an extent, you will feel that I must obtain the param, the ultimate, beyond which nothing should be there, and that ultimate is obtained by knowing Brahman. This is what is said by Shastra. Therefore, the contemplation of this sentence should inspire us to the know Brahman. And the in-between understandings are Brahmavidapnoti Param, Param is Brahman, Nora Brahman, become Brahman only. They are all very essential Anushangika Vakyas. Then the second one also is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, so exhaustively. First, these three words have to be understood, and these three words are indicating the Brahman we have to understood. This indication is the Sarupa Lakshana, it is not the Vyakhyanam, it is not the Visheshanam, it is not the description, it is Anubhavagamya. And what is Satyam, what is Jnanam, what is Anantam? Keep on contemplating. Then what happens, remember? Through contemplation of this, the understanding of these words will grow. Then what we have to know is the corresponding object called as Brahman, which is revealed through these understandings, is there. All this is theory, pakka. Then that Brahman, as said in the next line, should be recognized in our heart. Second mantra, how much ever we study, it is only theory. What is that? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. But the theory, pakka we must know. Then where is that Brahman whose Jnanam or Vedanam gives us Param? Therefore, the third one is Brahmana, that's what? Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. This is the third one. We have to keep on now the contemplation and start becoming introverted. In my Guha Parama Vyoma is this Satyam Jnanam Ananta Brahma. So Upalabdhisthanam is there. I have to discover that there. Now, the moment we try to listen to it, the listening also is not there. If we are able to listen, but the understanding is not there. Even if we are understanding little bit, the understanding is not inspiring enough to pursue this path of or the sadhana of meditation, to go there and recognize it. Why is it so? Why we are not able to do? That is called as the power or pressure of the vasanas, the power of pressure of the nature or the habits, and the power and pressure of our life lived so long with the upadhis in the outer world. That is why, though this knowledge is sublime, though this knowledge is infinite, liberating, so great, yet we are not available to it. And that is why we have to be very conscious about our all activities and thoughts, outer and inner, so that all of them don't disturb us so much that this Vedanta Jnanam we are not able to gain. A samsarito never comes to Upanishad class. He's totally lost in that. You and I, even if we come, the reasons for our not able to understand are our uvadis are not yet made qualified for that. That's why only we are taught here as Viveka Vairagya Shamadamadi in the Yoga Sadhana, the Yamaniyamadi. They technically are called as Bahiranga Sadhana, Antaranga Sadhana. Karma Yoga is Bahiranga Sadhana, Bhakti and Ashtanga are the Antaranga Sadhanas. Thereafter, The Jnana Grahanam, when the teacher is teaching to us about the Parabrahma, the truth, the reality. From that standpoint, that alone is real. Everything other than that is imaginary projection. Therefore, don't value it. Then this theoretical jnanam, we will have to, on the seat of dhyanam, make it our own experience. Therefore, what we said in the introduction is this only. Throughout the day, we have to be only in this mood of contemplating on these mantras. And this particular Prathamanuvaka is so important. This gives every clarity required for us for knowing the glory of Brahman, for knowing the glory of becoming one with Brahman. And the Phala Shruti, day before yesterday, or the day before that, yesterday also, we have exhaustively seen. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. What is Guha, sir? Guha Samvarane. And what is that Guha? Buddhi. How the Buddhi is acting as Guha and hiding the Parabrahma Tattva, who is Satyam Jnanamantam, by expressing continuously as the Jnatru Jnana Jneya Veda. So therefore, ultimately what we have to do, go to the point of Hridaya Akasha, what is that? Where the Triputi is happening. There, see to it that the three things of Jnatru Jnana Jneya are dropped. Be there and see that they are dropped. When they are dropped or transcended, that Parabrahma, which because we valued this, was appearing like these three, thus therefore appearing to be hidden, is revealed to us. In the wave alone, there is water. In the water alone, there is wave. If the attention is on the wave, we cannot see the water. If we want to see the water, we have to detach our attention from the wave. Then what we see? We will see there alone is the wave, water, where the wave was there. In fact, that wave was nothing but water. Our attention to the Rupa Nama did not allow us to see the water pure. So to our attention, value, importance given to this Jnatru Jnana Jneya is not allowing us to recognize our own Brahma Swarup. So who is Brahman? Me only. What is that Brahman? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. But do I experience it that right now? No. Why? I myself am lost in being Jnata of the Jnaya Vastus and through Jnanam. For that I am using all the pramanas. Pramanas are the Indriyas, etc. So this is what is Yoveda Netam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. So with Bhashyakara's Bhashya, exhaustively we studied. Then the Phala is the most enchanting thing. Saha Ashnate Sarvan Kaman Saha. Saha, earlier one is Saha means that person. The last Saha is simultaneously. So Saha Sadakaha Ashnute Bhunkte Sarvan Nirvasishtan Kaman Vishayana Bhogan Saha na Paryayena Eka Kshana, what was said by us? Uparudadaya. Eka Kshana Uparudaneva Ekaya Upalabdhya. So all that we saw. So Saha Ashtute Sarvan Kaman Saha. Now, this description given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara, the contrast picture of how the Jiva gets the Ananda by enjoying the objects of the world through Padi and the Brahma Ananda. The contrast picture has to be deeply, thoroughly understood. Every aspect of it. What are they in the Jiva? First of all, it is the Chidabhasa, not the real Chit. Second is, he is continuously fluttering, not the same. Third one is what? He will have to do the dharma, adharma. Fourth one is what? He will have to have the chakshura, the indriya. And then, even though he is having the experience of the objects, they are paryayena na saha, not at one go. And in every one of these, there are infinite conditionings. So many conditioning, so many limitations. That's why our sukha is so gross and so little. अब उसी को देखकर हम इतना लगता है जैसे फेलो बॉय स्टेइंग इन ए स्लम एरिया, उसको एक कैंडी वाला चॉकलेट दो, वो उसने उसको भी नहीं देखा, देखो उसको लगता है कितना बढ़िया मेरे को मिला। He doesn't know that in the big shops and all, there are big quality, high quality chocolates of 1,000 rupees are there. So to give him a small khilauna, his whole life is dedicated to that. He doesn't know how many khilaunas of so much of mechanism have been discovered, etc. उसको पता भी नहीं. In the same way, we are all lost in this type of Indriyadi Vishaya Sukha of the world through the Upadhis, through such a hard work of Dharma, and वो छोटे छोटे सुख को ही हम महान मानकर वहां जा रहे. You know, that TV serial sukha, an eatable sukha, a tea or coffee sukha, हमारा दिमाग सड़ा उसमें ही. Though I'm using the harsh words, that should be felt by us. We are lost in that. We don't know that there is the possibility of ourselves having the Brahma Anandam, in which all the Ananda gained by all jivas with all the upadhis of all the objects of all the times of past, present, and future. And in the Brahmananda, there is no need of dharma doing. There is no santam because it is eternal. There is no indriyadi upadhiyon ka jarurat. So this is a very crucial portion we studied. Now, in that we have seen this topic of sarvajnena, sarvagatena, sarvatmana, nitya brahma atma swarupena, dharmadi nimitta anapekshan, shakshuradi karana nirapekshan cha, sarvan kaman saha eva ashnute iti artaha. This portion of Bhashya is so important. We have to by heart it, or every day we have to ponder over it till we get the clearest understanding. So we have to become very alert and attentive and applying ourselves fully to understand these two. तो क्या करना चाहिए? Sleep early 8-9 o'clock night and get up fresh in the morning by 4-4:30. Don't do anything. Just take up this portion only with that fresh and energetic mind. Then analyze the understandings come. Here you have to put the jiva. Here you put the Brahma. Okay, jiva sukha, how he is gaining, and Brahma sukha, how it is like. See the contrast picture. So one by one, like we saw already. What is that? Team, the jiva is sarvagnya or alpagnya. Jiva is becoming happy. And for becoming happy, he is having so many ingredients helping. One of the thing is jnana. So jiva is happy or not happy. For him to become happy, one of the ingredient, jnanam is there or not? Yeah. But is that jnanam sarvagnatvam or alpagnatvam? It is alpagna. No, Brahman is there or not? Yeah. Brahma Anubhuti is there or not for the saint? Yeah. For that also is Jnanam is there or not? Yeah. And what is this Jnanam? Sarvagna. No? So अल्प ज्ञान से उनको वो सुख मिल रहा है, तो सर्वज्ञ को कितना मिलेगा? One point. Second is what? These are all feelings. Feelings to understand that Brahma Jnana, Brahma Anubhuti से जो सुख आनंद मिलता है, that is infinite. Compared to that, the sukha as a jiva we get through the indriya ityadi are very low and meager. To understand it, this one, to feel that one. So to second one was sarvagatena. The jiva is not sarvagata, he is alpagata. But what about Brahman? It is sarvagata. So to become happy, the jiva should be there in that place of happiness. In his place, if the happiness is not there, or in the place of happiness, if he is not there, then the happiness will not come. Is it not? जैसे आपके हॉल में टीवी है, तो जिस हॉल में टीवी है आपको वहां जाना है, तभी जाकर और टीवी का सुख मिलेगा. और जिस रूम में आप हो वहां टीवी होना चाहिए. सो आप सर्वगत नहीं है. नहीं हो सकते. But Brahman being Sarvagata, he is enjoying all the TVs in all the universe, anybody who is watching TV. Sarvagata hai wo. Is it not? So if you are watching TV, you can't watch computer. If you are watching computer, the other thing you can't. But Brahma being everywhere, he is able to enjoy everything. So Brahma being Sarvagna, he is enjoying everything. Being Sarvagata, he is enjoying everything. Try to feel it. It's only a question of feeling. Third one is what? Ki Sarva Atmana. So the Jiva is Alpatma. Only with one Upadhi, one Sharira, one Panchakosha, he is identified. In that also, at the level of each of the experience, only one Upadhi is used. Is it not? If he is enjoying the Rupa Ranga, he is seeing only, using only the Ankha as Indriya. If he is enjoying the sounds, only the ears. If he is enjoying the food, only the tongue. At that time, he is the Atma of that only, that particular Indriya. Only that much Sukha he gets. But he is Sarvatma, means the Brahma is the Atma of the entire Jivas, and in Jiva, every of the Upadhi. अब देखो, सर्वज्ञ होकर सर्वगत होकर सर्व का आत्मा हुआ, तो how much ananda is for this Brahma? Mean the one who discovers Brahma Tattva as itself. Here is what? Alpajnata, Alpavyapakata, and Alpatma. And the third one is what? Nitya. The Jiva and his experiences and the objects, they are all Anitya only. But Brahma is Nitya. And that Nitya Brahma ka Atma Sarupena. When we discover, his joy is so much. So contrast picture. Again and again think. Every day for 1 week. Then the next set is what? For this Jiva to experience the objects or the lokas. It is a result to him. The cause of that result is Dharma Adi Nimitta. He'll have to do the Dharma, he'll have to do the Punya, he'll have to do the Naukari. He'll have to use so many of the emotions, so many of the very, very, very funny things. Then only that Vastus will come, he'll experience. Here, Dharma Adi Nimitta nahi hai. You need not to get bound by doing this or that, then only you will get that. ऐसा वाला नहीं है. That's why Sarva Dharman Paritejya. Okay? For a Jiva, unless he does Dharma and Punya, that Loka, that Vastu will not be given for Sukha or Ananda. But in the Brahmananda, Dharma Apeksha is not there. The last one is what? Chakshura Adi Karana Nirapeksha. Everything is given to you, but if the Chakshu Adi Karana are not functional, not intact, जीव का खुशी खत्म हो एंड हो जाता हो बट इन ब्रह्मानंद देयर नो नीड ऑफ चक्षुरादि उपाधि फॉर एक्सपीरियंसिंग दैट ब्लिस लास्टली हियर लास्ट टू मोर आर देयर द जीव वन कामना एंजॉयस नॉट एवरीवन बिकॉज उनको उतना अवकात नहीं है इन हिज लाइफ ए सेट ऑफ सुख ओनली गेट्स Vishayas depending on his own dharma anushtana punya karma. Whereas Brahma sarvan kaman. And finally is even though Jiva, let us say, has 20 objects to enjoy, he will not enjoy all the 20 at a time. One after the other, one after the other. So not saha. But Brahma is saha ashnute. Sarvan kaman saha ashnute. Chakshuradi anapekshan. Dharmadi anapekshan. Nitya Brahma Atma Swarupena. And he is Sarvagna, he is Sarvagata, he is Sarvavyapaka. Sarvatma. Sarvagna, Sarvatma, Sarvavyapaka, Nitya Brahma Atma Swarupena, Dharmadi Anapekshan, Chakshuradi Anapekshan, Sarvan Kaman Saha Ashnute in the Brahmananda. I conveyed, Shankar Bhagavan ne jo kaha. I am thinking on it to become more clear in the understanding, and that understanding should remain on the surface of intellect, then it should inspire us. Therefore, let me go for this Brahmanabhuti in my cave of the heart. Uddhav Guhayam Nidha. We cannot be without trying to reach to that Brahma Anubhuti in the heart if these explanations are thoroughly understood. If we are not becoming serious, sincere, and sense of urgency to discover that Brahma in us, this mantra is not understood. Be careful about it. See, throughout the day, what we are doing something or the other. For what? To get something or the other. For what? To be happy. Is it not? No, in the Brahma Ananda, the Ananda is Anantam, Brahmanupati, and here without efforts, only by knowing it you discover. If this is convinced, why should we go for anything else other than Brahma pursuit? If you are not pursuing means what? This Vishaya we have not understood. If you understand it, you will not go for anything other than it. क्योंकि जिस चीज के लिए आप जा रहे हो वो इन्फाइनाइट क्वांटिटी में इधर है विदाउट ऑल द कंडीशनिंग्स limitations. That means this knowledge not gone deep into the heart. Means intellectually you may be trying to understand, but we may not be taking it seriously to the heart. That's what also very important thing in life. People never pay even attention. Sometimes when they pay attention, they don't understand. Many times they understand, but they don't accept from the heart. Even though they accept, they may not practice it. So these are also the subtle hindrances or speed breakers which we have to cross. First, you have to pay attention, then you have to listen carefully, then you have to understand it, then you have to accept it wholeheartedly, then you have to practice. These are the levels we have to cross. And they happen one side by the grace of God and Guru, other side when we ourselves feel. When this Brahman is so great, why shouldn't I pursue it? When the other things other than the world Brahman are so less in their value, why am going for that? Why my time is wasted for it? Why my time is wasted for sleep ityadi, the objective world only? Why my energies are wasted? Why I am doing this nonsense when I got this sense of what is great in life, that this Brahman alone is worthy of pursuing? In this way, when I question myself, from the question, when I get the positive affirmative answer, what is that? Yes, correct. Now let me start. Then comes the point when I want to start sadhana, what are the weaknesses which are not allowing me to do? That time we will know the Maya, the Vasanas start troubling us. अब तो ऊपर ऊपर का खेल चल रहा है माया का वासनाओं का. But only when we seriously want to become sadhaka, then from millions of lives, whatever we have created the inner things, they start troubling us. At that time, we have to firmly hold on to the feet of Guru and God. We have to firmly hold on to the Shruti Mata's feet. We have to firmly hold on to the knowledge, and then we have to sail through that tufan. And once that slowly gets reduced, our sadhana to discover Brahman in the core of our heart becomes little more productive and clear. Consistently be on that. How many ever number of lives it takes, let it take. In that consistency, we will be able to, with effort, transcend or drop this triputi, which is the buddhi guha. Then we see the Brahma as our own self. And that anubhava of that Brahma is sarvan kaman saha ashnute. सो इन आवर लेमैन्स लैंग्वेज एक ही ब्रह्म को हमारे हृदय में जानने से विश्व में सारे विषय वस्तुओं का हर समय में भोग करने से जो सुख या आनंद मिलता है वो इसमें है विदाउट द प्रॉब्लम्स लिमिटेशंस दैट आर देयर इन द वर्ल्ड. इंद्रियों की जरूरत नहीं है, धर्मादि कर्मों को करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये खत्म हो जाएगा करके डर भी नहीं है. So, to be more clear, a lower level of explanation is like this. Ki, so far, he was enjoying through one tongue. मेरा ही tongue करके. Now, after knowing Brahman, through every tongue of the universe, he only enjoys. Because behind every tongue there should be mind, before the mind there is ego, behind that every ego there should be Brahman. That Brahman I am now when I discover. With all the eyes, I only enjoy. Therefore, I am all the time in a joy because I, as a Brahman, is enjoying everywhere. That is how it is. Not very difficult to intellectually apprehend. To practice, it is very difficult because you have to come out of our own habits of working through these single upadhis. वो तो है ही. But then, if you can understand it, I alone enjoy through all the minds. I alone enjoy through all the indriyas of the whole universe. So here a picture should come to us. With one particular set of upadhi, the one who identifies is called Jiva. He is getting only that much of experiences of Ananda. That two conditions apply. But what is Brahman? With all the upadhis, he alone is experiencing. Or all the experiences which is gained by all the jivas through all the upadhis, he experiences without the upadhis required. Mm. So we at this present moment are interested in the Vishayas and Vishaya Sukha. Therefore, in that language, at this level, it is told. So, Shnute Sarvan Kaman. Bhogan Ashnute. Because our Drushti now it is the Bhoga level. As we proceed, if the same Valli later on, the word used will be Ananda. That's now, just now we chanted in our chanting class today. Ananda. यहाँ विषय सुख बोलते वह आनंद. ते शतं मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः स एको आजानजानां देवानामानन्दः पितॄणां सर्वलोकलोकानामानन्दाः ते कर्मणा देवानपि यन्ते. That will be the glory. So Shrude Sarvan Kaman Saha. So the I can be with that Brahman, then I as a Brahma alone am enjoying through everything in the world. That same I, instead of identifying with the Brahma, which is substratum of everything, identifies only with Chidavasa and through that, only with this Panchakosha, इतना छोटा हो जाएगा उसका खुशी. It is in our own choice. You want to have this small little sukha through Vanupadhi, which also with so much of conditionings, though we are not talking about it much, that more than sukha, there is dukkha only in this upadhi. इसी में फंसे रहना कि वो आपको चाहिए. No, this information is never given to us so far, or we never gained it. Now only we are gathering information. वो पक्का नहीं बना है हमको. Like there's a land is for sale. Information मिला. आप पक्का वहाँ जाकर लैंड को देखना, उसका डायरेक्शन वास्तु एंड ऑल, देन यू टॉक अबाउट द प्राइस मनी एंड ऑल द बार्गेन्स नेगोशिएशन, देन यू buy it and registration, it is yours. इन द सेम वे वी आर ओनली लिसनिंग. अब तक ये सुनने को भी नहीं मिला. हम सुने, बार बार विचार करना है. इन दैट विचारणा we should slowly get clear understanding and it should give us conviction. Understanding is what is said literally, that in the Brahma Prapti there's every anubhuti is there. Then that should be a conviction. What is a conviction? Therefore my life is dedicated not for any other sukha or any other pursuits. I want to have the Brahmananda by pursuing the Brahma Tattva in the cave of my heart. ये थॉट बार बार रिपीट होते हुए वही हमारे लिए मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होना चाहिए. है कि नहीं? लाइक 3 दिन के बाद वहां जाना है. दैट थॉट यू गो ऑन एंटरटेनिंग फ्रॉम नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स, दैट आफ्टर 3 days no other thought comes to you, only that thought will be predominant and you go to that place which you decided 3 days back. Even if something else comes, no, I've already planned, I want to go. Otherwise, that place was not there in your mind. The idea of going there was not in your mind 4 days back. In the same way, if we go on entertaining from now onwards, that through discovering Brahma Tattva in my own heart, I will be experiencing all the ananda of all at one go. Therefore, I want it, I want it, I must get it. When I go on entertaining this Shubhecha, then my desire to do sadhana to get it also becomes stronger. If this exercise is not done, then we will be only forgetting whatever we listen every time. That is why the Chitta Nadi is of Ubhayavaha, Kalyanavaha and Papavaha. It is we have to make the Chitta Kalyanavaha, and we have to stop the Papavaha. Therefore, the Papavahanam of the Chitta is stopped by Vairagya, and the Kalyavahanam is done by the Abhyasa. Abhyasa is again and again studying Shastra, again and again through the Shastra mantras, and studying and trying to understand the glory of Brahma Tattva and Brahmanubhuti. And that should create us such a sense of urgency that मुझे वही चाहिए अभी चाहिए. अब बैठ जाओ फिर ध्यान में, तब जाकर बंदा सब छोड़कर ध्यान में बैठेगा. नहीं है तो जैसा परसों था वैसा ही कल, जैसा कल था वैसे ही आज, जैसे आज है कैसे कल भी वैसा. क्या? Only in the class we listen, but otherwise throughout the day our mind, our vyavahara is only of the worldliness. It will continue. For thousands of lives, I can go on telling you Upanishads. You can listen, I can speak without doing any sadhana and reaching nowhere, continuing to be a samsara. Unless we do the abhyasa of this jnana again and again, till it creates such a sense of urgency, like at the stubborn child, कि मुझे ये चाहिए, यही चाहिए, और मुझे ही चाहिए, और अभी चाहिए. See that child? I want this, I alone want this alone I want this now only. Do we have that type of feeling in us regarding the Brahma Anubhuti? Kidhar hai? Nahi hai, therefore we don't do the sadhana. But we have the importance given to other things. That is what is called as balaha. You understand now the meaning of Kathopanishad when it says कि न सांपरायः प्रतिभाति बालम. ये बच्चे लोगों को स्पिरिचुअलिटी उनको समझ में नहीं आता, पल्ला नहीं पड़ता. वो बच्चे लोग हैं. बच्चे में खिलौने में इनको इंटरेस्ट है. Samparaya means that truth Brahman which is beyond. For us, everything is important. That many vasana, that many habits we got, and that much of delusion we are in, that the world is real and it is giving me sukha. These are the things we have to sort out. And when we are emotional, sentimental, egoistic, you can never sort out that. Therefore, you have to become intellectual, inquiry oriented first of all, in which, as we said in the beginning today, we question ourselves. What is happening in me? What is happening around me? Is it worth? Then what's worth? If this questioning never happens, then we like, मेरा घर इतना गंदा क्यों है? जब तक नहीं पूछोगे, तब तक आपको किधर किधर गंदगी नहीं पता चलेगा, और उसको साफ करना और अच्छे अच्छे रूम में घर में लाना, ये आप कभी नहीं करेंगे. In the same way, we are questioning everyone, not ourselves. What am I doing the entire day? What my mind is pursuing? कोई कभी पूछा ही नहीं, अब वो thought आया करते गए. When we start questioning, then already the answer is given. That we as a jiva, through the dharma, the karma, through chakshuradi, we are having one by one useless sukha. So much struggle karke. That is called jiva, that is called ajnana, that is called moha, that is called samsara. Then what is possibility and what to do? The possibility is you can enjoy all things at one go. What you have to do? You have to do the discovery of your own Brahma Swarupa in the Hridaya Akasha. It is not as easy, simple as it is said. But we have to say it because we are studying the Shastra. Then how to do it? That's the entire Upanishad. Guru Maharaj हमको छोड़ने वाले नहीं हैं. Vaishambhaya ने आज्ञावल कहा थे Shankara Vyasa. Therefore, they have taken up next portion of that Panchakosha analysis. And it is such an excellent Upanishad totally, or the way of the thought development for sadhana is so complete and unique, Taittiriya. और हमको उतना बड़ा वाला दिमाग नहीं है कि उसको इस तरह समझे. फंसे हुए हम सारे चीजों में. इतने उलझे हुए हैं हम हर एक चीज में. Our intellects are very gross, very extroverted, very matter oriented, people oriented, objects enjoyment oriented, and ego strong in us, individuality strong in us. With so much of khachra, how do you think it is easy to understand what is said in Upanishad? नहीं होगा. आ रहे हैं हम सुनने को. Just like any medical forum we go of highly evolved PhD medical research scholars, and you are sitting there and they are discussing the technical language of medicine, about the diseases, about their prevalence, about the medicine that is discovered for it, its application. वो क्या क्या टेक्निकल शब्द यूज करते हैं. वी आर लास्ट ओनली. हमको कुछ पता ही नहीं होता, बिकॉज वी नेवर स्टडीड मेडिसिन. So to the economists, when they sit and they discuss about so many technical words, मेरे को तो अभी तक समझ नहीं आया व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ जीडीपी, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ पर कैपिटा. कुछ भी आता नहीं मेरे को दिमाग. थैंक गॉड कुछ नहीं आता, इसलिए स्पिरिचुअलिटी में आ गए. बिकॉज वी आर नॉट. गो एंड सी द रग्बी गेम इज बीइंग प्लेड. What is the ground? Why is holding the ball? Why has got like phantom, the elephant, the helmet on the head, and third, we are lost there. So too, we are absolutely insane, not consane, at least forget about the unsane. Then we are taken for a great musician's musical concert. Neither lyrics we understand, nor raga we understand. I say, same in spirituality. Even after 3 years of our regular listening, still our mind intellect is yet so worldly. We have to realize it. Then we have to say, no, more I will involve. More antakana shuddhi I gain by viveka vairagya. Then more of word to word meaning, then the sentence meaning, then the total thought of every mantra of the Upanishad and every bhashakara's every sentence I will understand. Now, do you understand now? The people who are in ashramas, spending entire life there, when they study shastras, do you know what they do? This is what they do. Shastra Shravanam, Shastra Vicharana, Shastra Charcha. First they listen from the Guru, then they independently contemplate, then they make groups and discuss together. Then after that, whatever is not understood, then they go to the Guru. Guru clarifies them. इसमें से हम कौन सी चीज कर रहे हैं? First step only we are doing, coming and listening. We are just understanding the picture of what's happening in our life. Then the picture of what should happen. Then how to make it happen. So Brahmavidapnodi varam dadeshabhyukta satyajnanamanandam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman saha ashrute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipaschideti. Brahmana vipaschideti means what? Brahman is substratum of everything. Substratum Brahman is vipaschit, is a consciousness. Therefore, the conscious Brahman alone is experiencing the bliss everywhere. With that Brahman, which is vipaschit or consciousness, when I identify, I will enjoy everything. Sarvan kaman saha ashnute. And one correction what we have to make always is the enjoyment of discovering Brahman is not like the enjoyment of the Vishaya Vastus. ऑलरेडी वी टोल्ड विषय वस्तु का भोगों में उपाधियों की जरूरत होती है, धर्माधर्म कर्म का होता है. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. इट्स अ प्योर आनंद विदाउट ऑल दैट. इनफैक्ट दैट इज अवर स्वरूप. यू आर अ करोड़पति नॉट नोइंग दैट यू आर बेगिंग आउटसाइड फॉर 2 रुपए 5 रुपए. सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चिता इति मीन्स व्हाट? By being that pure conscious Brahman, he is in that infinite bliss of every sukha ananda, because he is the substratum of everything. Now, purely if the Brahmananda is Ananta Ananda, if it is said, we may not catch it immediately. And that is why the contrast picture is given by the Bhashyakara, not the Sutra. In the Sutra, टेंटेटिवली सेड सह अश्नुते सर्वान कामान सह, और उसको डेवलप करते हुए सर्वान कामान इज वन कामा एंजॉयड बाय वन जीवा एट वन टाइम with one indriya. How much sukha they get? This much. But here sarvan kaman saha ashnute. कभी कभी कंपेयर एंड कॉन्ट्रास्ट करने से बात समझ में आता है. So therefore, what is the summary of this? When in our guha buddhi discover our brahma swarupa, our ananda is like that. When all the jivas with all the upadhis, when they experience all the vastus at one time. And this in ब्रह्मानंद में ये ना उपाधियां रहेंगे ना वस्तुएं रहेंगे, बट द आनंद रहेगा. Now, from the pure Vedantic explanation standpoint, which we saw yesterday, as Agastya Riji was teaching to all of us, it is Brahman alone, infinite bliss. In him, the world is projected. In him, Jiva is projected. Jiva in the world with little upadhis, of the little objects, he is trying to get that happiness. देखो तमाशा. Infinite Ananda Swarupa Brahma, from him the world is projected, in him in that him only the Jiva is projected. Jiva is given small little upadhis. With these small little upadhis, he is trying to eat little. Like a big storehouse of grains. 1,000 bags of grains are there. One punchy bird gone and एक दाना वो खा रहा है. एक दाना, और क्या है उसका सुख? उतना ही होगा. अब इमेजिन करो सारे दानों को एक ही बार खाने का आनंद कितना होगा, विदाउट ईटिंग देम. खाओगे तो फिर बद हजमी हो जाएगी. इट इज ईटिंग द दाना फॉर बीइंग हैप्पी. नो, वन दाना गिव्स दैट वन हैप्पीनेस. ईच एक दाना, पूरा दाना एक ही बार खाओ तो. एंड ऑल द दाना and all the foods of all the jivas with all the upadhis. So the Brahma Ananda will be like Ananda of all elephants when they eat the ganna. It is Ananda of all the tigers, whatever it eats. Of human beings, whatever they eat. Eat means eat, listen, hear, smell. Har ek cheez being to be happy only we do it, no? Nobody does anything to become miserable. Without doing anything, they're already miserable. We're all seeking Ananda only. Don't forget that one. That's why this is Brahma Ananda Valli. So Shrute Sarvan Kaman Sah Brahmana Vipashiteti. Here we have concluded. Okay. Iti Shabda Mantra Parasamapti Artha. Now, Tasmadva Etasmad Atmanah Akasha Sambhutaha. All this mantra, second portion of Prathama Anuvaka, we have to study now. And what is picture given here? The elaboration of the sadhana for us. What is how to reach to that Brahma who is in the Buddhi Guha is the training given from this portion onwards. And technically it's called Shakha Chandra Nyayam. What is Shakha Chandra Nyayam? Ki our goal is to see the Chandra. But the Chandrama is Dvitiya Chandrama. Dvitiya means the second day of the what do you call it? Shukla Paksha. Is it not? Amavasya हो गया, पाड्यमी हो गया, विदिया कहते हैं. How very small, vague is that moon. As the Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami comes up, the moon starts becoming bigger. But second day, very vague is. No, that moon has to be shown to us. Daytime. Night time तो दिखेंगे वो. Daytime में भी moon होता है, पता है आपको? ऐसा है क्या स्वामी जी? हाँ. I thought only sun is daytime. Moon is not only night. You can see sun, moon together. That's how the eclipses happen. So that moon in this hot summer want to be shown is second moon. So is not seen. Then what is shown? Shaka of a tree, branch. Do you see the tree? Yes. I am going to hang it. बाद में hang करना. पहले वेदांत सुन. There is a branch. Yeah. There is another branch. Yeah. Between those two branches, you focus. Then you look beyond yonder the branches. Then drop seeing the branches. Forget. Don't sleep. Drop seeing the branches. Then what do you see? That crescent moon of second day. So this is called Shaka Chandranaya. Means what? From the known reaching the unknown. From the seen reaching unseen. Because we are at the level of this. And that being very subtle, this is how we have to show. In the same way, like the Shaka Chandranayam, from here onwards, one by one kosha of ours will be exhaustively explained. And while explaining, first kosha is thoroughly explained here, Annamaya. So beautiful it is. Then inside the Annamaya, permeating Annamaya is Prana. Inside Prana, permeating Prana is Mano. Inside Mano is the Vijnana, inside Vijnananda. All of them are permeated by the Brahma inside. See, this study, and while studying only when we pay our attention to the subtler koshas, outer grosser koshas, anyway we are transcending. This is how this Upanishad is practically guiding us through the intellectual inquiry, which is called Vijnanamaya Kosha, beyond all the Pancha Koshas to that Brahman. Upanishad is not that Brahmavid apnoti param satyam jnanantam brahma नीतम को आया परमेय मनसा अष्टते सरल कामन आ तू कर ले अब हो गया बोलने का हम जा रहे. No, no, no. Shruti Mata will guide us till we reach to that experience. Every of the Shruti Mata or Upanishad doesn't leave us halfway. You have seen that Mandukya Upanishad, Agama Prakarana, Vaitatya Prakarana, Advaita Prakarana, Halata Shanti. You have seen in the Mundaka Upanishad in three chapters in two Mundakas. Katha Upanishad, all the 6 valleys. Prashna Upanishad, all 6 Prashnas. हर जगह पे कितना मेहनत श्रुति माता एंड गुरु कर रहे हैं हमको वहां तक अनुभव में पहुंचाने के लिए. But it is we who have not taken anything so seriously so far. It's a fact. Now let us take it, at least this Upanishad, because it's exhaustively explaining to us all the Panchakosha. It's called Panchakosha Viveka. In the Viveka, the understandings become subtler. What? If the gross is supported by subtle, subtle by subtle, subtle, and all of them in their deep core have Parabrahma only. Only we have to recognize it intellectually through understanding, and on the seat of meditation, we experience it. ये है बात. So यहाँ से वो वाला most important topic शुरू होता है. And then this all will be based on the earlier 3-4 sentences knowledge only. अगर वो भूल गया ब्रह्मविद आपनोति परम सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम, क्यों ब्रह्म को सत्यम ज्ञानम तक कहा, ये सब नहीं है दिमाग में, देन आगे वाला पोर्शन वो कोई ज्यादा मायना नहीं रखता. Brahmavetta tends ultimate to that Brahma is Satyam Jnanam Anantam. That Satyam Jnanam Anantam is hidden in the cave of heart. That we have to discover as ourselves. Such person, Ashtute Sarvan Kaman. These 4 sentences should be background of our heart all the time to study the further portion of Upanishad, because that is developed for only this person who want to enjoy everything by discovering Brahman in his heart. उसी के लिए वो है. वो ही भूल गया था हम. That's why we said 15 minutes back how much that sense of urgency we have to discover that Brahman in whose bliss every bliss or every sukha is there. Such person only relentlessly will study all the koshas and then translate one by one and reach to the core of all. और नहीं है तो our life and study will be like anything we study and listen. ना कोई अध्यात्म रामायण सुन के फर्क पड़ेगा, ना कोई भागवत सुनकर पड़ेगा, ना कोई उपनिषद, ना वो योग दर्शनम. बस जा रहे सुनी. Therefore, prayers. Oh Lord, hey Guru, not sufficient by sending me to the class. Let me have sense of urgency of all the three things. Clearly understanding, sincerely practicing, and experience. इन तीनों के लिए मुझे इतना प्रेम, इतना उत्साह दो कि मैं खाना पीना, रोना सोना धोना सब भूल जाऊं. That's called सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य. Then only we can do Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Then only the Sarvapapebhyaha, ignorance goes away, Moksha Ishyami, the Sansara goes away. Mahashuchaha, Dukkha goes away. At Vedantic level, Dukkha means limitation, conditionings. Sukha means unlimited, unconditional, infinite experience. It's an experience. Like I am without being Deha, identifying with Deha, experiencing the limitations. Experience of limitation is happening. Not because I am limited, but identify the limited Deha. But it's an experience. So too, I will experience that I am infinitude, infinite self, without conditioned by any of the limited upadhis. अनुभव हमको आएगा करने से. Now, here the avatarika we saw yesterday. Just 2 minutes we discuss it, then leave it for tomorrow. What is that? सर्वः एव वल्ली अर्थः ब्रह्मविद् आप्नोति परम इति ब्राह्मण वाक्येन सूत्रितः. So what is the first line of this Pratama Anuvaka of this Brahmananda Valli? Brahmavid apnoti param. This Brahmavid apnoti param is a Brahmana Vakya. This Brahmana Vakya, Brahmavid apnoti param, is in the Sutra Rupa. And in this Sutra Rupa, this Brahmavid apnoti param Brahmana Vakya, what is it telling you? It is telling us the Sarvavalli Arthaha. The entire meaning and purpose of the entire Valli is there in this. And it is the Sutra Rupa. And it is called as Brahmana Vakya because Yajurveda mantras are called Brahmanas. Rigveda mantras are, Yajurveda mantras are called Brahmanas. Rigveda mantras are called mantras. So what is Brahmavidapnoti Param? It is Sutram. It is Brahmana Vakya. Brahmana is not Brahman, जो Brahmin है. Not that way. Brahmana, mantra, Brahmana, Aranyaka, Upanishad are the 4 topics of the Vedanta or the Vedas. So that sense Brahmana. Brahmana is a portion of Veda. Not a threaded Brahmana, human being doing the Shraddham and Shadi same day. Not that way. वो ब्राह्मण की बात नहीं हो रही है. ब्राह्मण. So Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is a Brahmana Vakya. It is an entire Valli's meaning hidden in that, but it is in the Sutra Rupa. So Sarvaha Eva Valli Arthaha Brahmavidapnoti Paramiti Brahmana Vakyena Sutrita. Brahman के वाक्य ब्राह्मण वाक्य रूप में सूत्रित किया गया है. Now Sahacha Sutrita Arthaha. The meaning of that Artha, the meaning of that Sutra, Sankshepatah Mantrena Vyakyatah. In very short, its Vyakhyanam is given in the mantra of the Rigveda. Tadesha Bhyukta. So in the Rigveda, the explanation of that Brahman is given precisely in this way. What is that Rigveda mantra, which is called as the mantra, which is the shortest explanation of that Brahman, which is spoken in the first line along with the words of Brahmavidapnoti Param, which became the entire Valli Artha, which is in the Sutra form. So पूरे वल्ली का अर्थ जो सूत्र रूप में ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परम के रूप में लिखा गया, जिसको ब्राह्मण कहते हैं, इसी को मंत्र भाग में फ्रॉम द शुक्ल ऋग्वेदम shortcut explanation is given. That is called as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Yo Veda Nitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. Up to this portion is the Rigveda mantra. It is called as mantra. It is an explanation to the sutra called as Brahmavidapnut Param, which is the main artha of the entire world, एंटायर वल्ली का क्या अर्थ है? उद्देश्य हमको पर प्राप्ति कराना। हाउ? ब्रह्म विद्या हमको देकर। इट्स अ सूत्र रूप बिकॉज इट्स वेरी प्रिसाइज. So the no, Brahmavid attains Param, who is Brahman, we must know. Therefore, the Rigveda mantra's help is taken up, and then we are explained about the Brahman as Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Now, beautiful, I'll explain to you. Interesting point. Brahma, Brahmavitu, Apnoti, Apnoti Param. Four things are there. Brahma, Vitu, Apnoti, Param. Let us say Apnoti Param as one. Brahma one. Brahma with is two. Apnoti Param is three. Three things हो गए. Brahma with Apnoti Param. Brahma is what? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. सूत्र का जो यजुर्वेद का ब्राह्मण वाक्य है कैसा व्याख्यान हुआ इन द शुक्ल वेदा ऋग्वेदास मंत्र के द्वारा. How the Rigveda mantra has given the explanation to the Yajurveda's Brahmana. Yajurveda's Brahmana is Brahma with Apnoti Param. This is called Yajurveda Brahmana, which is our Upanishad. How the help is taken by from the Rigveda? Brahma, the Rigveda explained as Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Second is Vitu. What is Vitu? Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. So the Yoveda Nitam Gohayam Parame Vyoman is the explanation of the with word. Satyam Jnanam Anantam is the explanation of the Brahma. So the Brahma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Veda, Brahma with Yoveda Nitam Gohayam Parame Vyoman. Third one, Apnoti Param. Apnoti Param is the third mantra, third word of the Sutra Vakya. This Apnoti Param explained there as what? So Shrute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipashyata iti. Therefore, Brahma with Apnoti Param is the Sutra. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Yo Veda Nitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman, So Shrute Sarvan Kaman Saha is the Vyakhya. The Sutra belongs to the Yajurveda Brahmana, then the Vyakhyana belongs to the Rigveda mantra. This is how the kind guidance that is given here. But it is not sufficient. It will have to be elaborated. For elaborating this first line only, which was elaborated in the mantra vakya, subsequently taken for more detailed discussion. That's what it says here. कि सर्वः एव वल्ली अर्थः ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परमिति ब्राह्मण वाक्येन सूत्रितः. पॉइंट 1. सह च सूत्रितः अर्थः संक्षेपतः मंत्रेण व्याख्यातः. जस्ट नो आई शोड यू ब्रह्म इज सत्यम ज्ञानवंतम, वित इज कॉल्ड योवेदनीतं गुहायां परमे व्योमन, देन अश्नुते परम वाप्नोति इज इक्वल टू सोष्णुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्यता. सो तीन पदों का तीन व्याख्यान हो गया. देन पुनः तस्य एव विस्तरेण अर्थ निर्णयः कर्तव्यः. In detail, the artha nirnaya has to be done of Brahmavidapnoti Param iti. For this sake, Uttaraha, subsequent, tad vrittisthaniya grantaha. More detailed commentary dene wala grantha arabhyate is beginning. How? Tasmadva etasmad ityadi mantrina. Actually, Brahmavidapnoti Param, then it's Vyakhyanam through the Rigveda mantra. Soshne Sarvan Kaman Saha. Khatam ho gaya Upanishad actually isi mein. But Upanishad Rishi ke drushti se khatam hua. But did we understand it? No. Therefore, our understanding, detailed explanation is given of the same thing, starting from Tasmadva Etasmad. So, why Tasmadva Etasmad? To give us detailed meaning of what Brahmavidapnoti Param, about which already a short commentary is given through the Rigveda mantra. And from here onward, the contemplation begins. What we have done also is contemplation. देखो, हमको लगा हम पूरा सुन चुके, पढ़ चुके, समझ चुके, नहीं. उसको और डिटेलली पढ़ना है, बिकॉज इट हैज नॉट entered into our heart at all. We have to take our own total personality into account and dissect it and analyze it and transcend it and see the self behind that, the Brahman behind that. That's what is the vigorous exercise we are going to do. We will do that from tomorrow. Sarvam Parabrahma Charanarvindarvanastu. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shrutimatre Namaha Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, friends, for your patient listening, and let us together pray to the Rishimuni Guru Devata Parampara to bless us with the detailed, convincing understanding of all this, and we should take a pratigna that we will also try our own best from our side. Thank you. Let us do